So welcome. Today we're going to do a video on mobility and the fantastic naviBelt. What is a naviBelt? Well, stay tuned to find out.
Henshaws Knowledge Village. This video is free to watch thanks to the kindness of our donors. If you would like to donate £10 towards our work, you can do so by texting Henshaws to 70085.
Welcome to Henshaws Knowledge Village. My name is Mark Belcher and this is the channel to go to if you want expert information and advice on sight loss. Today's video is about something called the naviBelt, which is a mobility aid. Our friends at Sight and Sound got me a version of it, which we've been playing with. Me and Rob have been playing with it today, and we've done some outside stuff with it, so you can find out how we got on with it later on in the video. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the naviBelt from feelSpace, which is a company in Germany. It's a little bit like Soundscape. If you've not seen that video, check it out. The way it works is the belt itself is worn around the waist. I kind of tend to wear it just above the waist, and it's got little vibration pads all the way around the belt, literally 360. And these pads vibrate depending on which way the routing needs to take you. So there's a couple of ways this works. So one of the ways is via a turn-by-turn routing scenario, which is basically using Apple Maps. So on the app, you tell it where you want to go, and then it'll work the route out, and it'll tell you literally left and right. So it does that through this vibration, but it can also, if you want that, you can also listen to it as well and have an audio update. But the whole point of this really is to do it tactilely and not have that audio disruption really. The other way is something called line of sight, or beeline they call it, which is essentially going to tell you the general direction of it. It's not going to give you an opportunity to turn left and right, which is in some circumstances is quite good, because if you know the kind of general direction, that's fine as well. And also if it's good if you know that there is a way through, but you don't want to go the long way around, which is usually via a car. So like if you're in the middle of a city and you just want to get to a quick destination without going all around the houses, you can do that using the beeline. So how did we find it? I find it really accurate actually and quite comforting. I've used it a few times, and we've got my colleague Simon to use it too. And he liked it as well. He got on with it quite quickly. And Simon is hard to please sometimes, so I'm quite pleased that he liked it. And in fact, what he basically said was, it's like a piece. He felt like, you know, the vibration was like a piece of string pulling him in that direction, which I thought was quite cute. So yes, we got on with it really well. One thing we always need to add is this isn't a replacement of your mobility skills. It's always good to get training and to know how to get out and about. But as a kind of a piece of confidence, it's a really good tool for a piece of confidence, just to give you that extra bit of reassurance and comfort. One of the things that we think is really good is this can come apart quite easily. So the belt it's got basically all the motors, it's got a battery pack, and it's got the device itself, but it's kind of wrapped around with materials, so it can quite easily come away, so you can wash it, which obviously if you're wearing it on your person for a long period of time, that's probably a good thing to do. Well, this bit here you can throw in the washing machine. This bit here you can't. That's all the little motors are inside there. 1, 2, 3, like I said, 16. And that's the brain of it all, and the battery. And it weighs nothing. In fact, the sensors probably weigh a little bit more than that. But all in all, it's quite lightweight and you don't really feel it when it's on. So there you go. So as promised, we're out in the field, or should I say out on the road, giving the naviBelt a test. So I've got the naviBelt on. It's a little bit like a small sporran, but there you go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get the app. I'm going to set it to take us to Manchester United Megastore, okay, which will be a turn-by-turn scenario. So I'm just going to open the app up and punch in Old Trafford. So give me a sec while I do that. It uses Apple Maps, so I'm just going to go over to destination. I'm going to punch in Old Trafford. There you go, Manchester United Megastore. I'm going to go turn by turn. I'm going to press start and connect the belt.
Turn right onto Great Stone Road.
And the belt's now telling me to head that way. So that's the way I'm going to go. So I'll see you on the trip. I'm going to put the phone away because you don't actually need to hold the phone. So there you go. So see you in a minute. So now it's on my belly. Straight on. So I'm approaching a junction here on Warwick Road. So I know it's going to be telling me to go left in a minute. But it's not yet. It's still telling me to go forward. Still telling me to go forward. And now it's giving me a left turn now. So I'm just going to cross the road. So it's telling me left. And now it's right forward. I'm just going to cross the road now. The vibration is just central to my belly. Slightly to the right, which is absolutely bang on. Still forward. Pulse is still forward. And now it's telling me to move to the left. And now the pulse has changed, and that's it, at the destination. Yes, here we go. So there you go, it got me to United without a problem whatsoever. There's another feature on this called Beeline. So it just literally points you to the direction. It doesn't tell you left and right and all that jazz. It's just like line of sight. Or as the crow flies, some people say. So I'm going to just punch in Tesco. And then we're going to do that. Nice little walk before the rain comes again. So give me a sec. Okay, so go to the feelSpace, tamp in Tesco. There you go, Tesco Superstore. The routing, I'm going to say Beeline, and then I'm going to start it. I'm going to connect it to the belt, and there you go. So the belt is giving me, I know where Tesco is, but I'm not cheating. It's telling me it's just to the right. So if I move my body around, it's now right at the centre of my stomach, which is pretty much bang on through that building. As I said before, this isn't telling you the safe way to get there. Your mobility's got to be sound, okay? But it's telling me the general direction. So that's why I'm going to add to as much as I can, which is going to be down this straight road. But then I'm going to start moving to the right, okay? So there you go, let's go. So the naviBelt's telling me to do a kind of a sharp right, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to cross this road now and just keep doing what it's telling me to do. So Tesco, here I come. So I'm getting the arrival signal now, which is basically a pulse, which is front and back, side to side, like north, east, south and west, which is basically telling me I'm here at Tesco. all safe and sound. So that's me done on the outside bit, so I'll see you back in the office. So that's the naviBelt. We thought it was a really smart solution for aiding your mobility. As always, we said it before, just make sure you get that training and get out and about in a safe way. I mentioned Soundscape before, and one of the things you had to do with Soundscape, although you don't have to do it anymore, is carry your phone literally out with you. It's not the case anymore. You can put your phone away and it will understand which way's up and down, left and right. So that's great. So you can put it in your pocket, nice, safe and secure, and get on your way. So one of the things we're a little bit disappointed with really is points of interest. So essentially on this at the moment, but I'm sure they're going to change it, you kind of got to know where you want to go, and you've actually got to type that in. You don't get suggestions of points of interest around you, like you do with Soundscape, for instance, or Lazarillo, which is another fantastic app for people living with sight loss. So yeah, there isn't like a self-populated space for where your nearest coffee shop is, or store, or ATM, or, you know, anything really like that. So yeah, that's a real shame. But like I say, I can't imagine they're not going to do that. It's just not done it yet. So hopefully that's on the horizon. All in all, this is a fantastic aid to help people with their mobility. There isn't anything quite like it. I keep mentioning Soundscape. It's exactly like Soundscape, but Soundscape is all about audio and not that tactile feel. And for some people, audio, they just don't want that. So I think there'll be a lot of people that will like the way this navigates you, it helps to navigate you, without actually dampening the senses, you know, so hearing is quite difficult sometimes when you're out and about, whereas this is just literally on it, and on it really accurately as well. Below we've got a link to Sight and Sound and the company that make this, feelSpace. So if you're interested, give them a buzz. So let us know how you get on with it. Definitely worth trying out if you get the opportunity. So that's me done. I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll watch some more of our videos. So until then, I'll see you then.
Our videos are helping people around the world to go beyond expectations. If you enjoyed this video, please donate to us using the links in the description below, or the text donation number 70085 to give £10 instantly. Thank you. For costs and terms, please see the description below.